You're not going to believe this one, folks, but South Korea, yes, South Korea, the so-called modern democracy, K-pop, tech, Samsung, all of that is now marching straight into 1984 full-blown Charles Darwin speech police territory. And they're pretending it's for unity and democracy. The President Lee Jae-myung came out this week swinging with his new plan. Harsh penalties for hate speech, harsh penalties for misinformation, harsh penalties for anything he doesn't like you saying. Sounds familiar, right? It should, because every government pulling this trick uses the exact same words, protecting democracy by limiting what you can say. He actually said, what did he say? We can no longer overlook hate or disinformation disguised as an opinion. You know what that means? Opinions the government doesn't like will be reclassified as crimes. That's the oldest authoritarian 1984 scam in the book. And you guys know this. And why is this happening now? Because people in South Korea have been hitting the streets with anti-China protests, banners saying China out, people tearing down images of Xi Jinping, citizens expressing anger over Chinese influence, election meddling, and their own political divides. Instead of listening to the people, instead of addressing legitimate concerns, what does the president do? He calls the protests hate crimes. He calls speech he doesn't like extreme. He calls criticism a threat to democracy. And here's the dangerous part. He never defines what misinformation actually is. That's international, because if the definition is vague, the government gets to decide tomorrow your tweet, your post, your protest sign, your opinion on foreign policy. Dissatisfied citizens become criminals, not because of violence, but because they said something unpopular. Any government that claims it gets to decide what is true automatically becomes the single biggest threat to truth. And when our leaders start criminalizing opinions, like in Australia and France and Canada, with all these bills they're passing, it's not about unity. That's the moment your democracy stops being a democracy. Wake up. This isn't about Korea. This is a global blueprint. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.